No, I don't like to do that. It's me on the
This is your girl V Savage, and we are back in the studio. Thank you for everyone that has continually supported me, whether you're sharing my posts or just listening and tuning in each week. I really appreciate everybody for the comments and the feedback, loving the podcast. And quick shout out to A. Marquise. He is having his Volume 3 album release party coming up next weekend on February 11th. So do not miss out on that. There will be special performances. It's going to be a good time. Your girl V Savage is going to be in the building. And that will be at Unknown Clothing in New Britain on February 11th. And if you want the information on where it's at, like the address and stuff, just hit me up on social media. You can find me on pretty much every platform except for Twitter, because I don't know how to use that shit, but you can find me Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, dirty the letter T _ podcast on IG, and then Facebook is just Dirty T Podcast. So follow all the social medias, stay in tuned. I'm having my 1-year anniversary February 26th. That's going to be at Pine Loft Pizzeria, and that's going to be in Berlin Turnpike February 26th. You got to be there 8:00 sharp. It's going to be a great show. We have Tyrell and Baby Doll performing first thing, and then we're going to have a little talent show. Guests that have been on or even new guests that haven't been on yet. They're going to be performing for a cash prize, and it's your job to show up and vote for them. So I hope all their supporters come out. We have ticket sales flying right now. It's only $10 when you purchase on eventbrite.com. And you can find the link to that in any of my social medias. I'm constantly posting the information, but the link is in my bio if you want to buy your ticket, because at the door it's going to be $15. So make sure you get your tickets ahead of time. It's going to be a great show. And today we are talking about adulting. I have with me Asset.
How are you?
I've missed you, boo. It's been too long.
I'm back.
She coming strong.
Don't let me arm wrestle you.
So I'm not fucking with you at all. Like, since we were kids, like, I remember you throwing me down the fucking hill
my God,
in a grocery cart.
Here we go.
Still scarred for life.
Yeah, we're adulting now, so we're forgetting all of these memories.
Because we're adults now. And that's the point of the show. We're trying to, get on the next level.
Bad? Was I really that bad? I hear a lot of stories about myself.
Just a little bit. But I still love you.
Languages now.
I hold you dear to my heart. Always. But yeah, I mean,
am I adulting? I don't act like that anymore.
Really? We shall see in this episode how much you've grown since then.
I'm still 5'2".
We're not gonna hold that against you though. But my daughter asked me one time, like, what age do you consider an adult? And people can say 18 because you can join the military, you can vote. Legally, that's when you're an adult. You can, sign contracts.
25, your insurance goes down now. So shouldn't we?
You can't even rent a car unless you're 25. Okay. You can't drink unless you're 21.
Let's say we're adulting at 25.
25, maybe, because you're still doing stupid shit at 25. And some people at 25 still live at home. So for me, I don't really look at it as age as so much as
Life experience and trips around the sun.
trips
That's what I tell
around the
people all the time. It's hide my age. I'm like, I've had a couple more trips around the sun than you. So we're just going to respect that.
But I respect it. But I feel like until you are on your own, like financially, in your own place, paying your own bills, and that can be at any age. It doesn't have to be 21. I know people that moved out their parents' house as teenagers and did their own shit. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. And to me, that's an adult. Someone who takes care of themselves financially. What do you think?
I agree 100%.
Yeah. I don't think you could put an age on it. I mean, yeah, you can't physically buy liquor at 21, but you can pay a bootlegger or you can pay
definitely
to go get it for you.
But that I would say falls in the category of non-adulting, because you making non-smart choices that will affect your future is not being an adult.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. But at the end of the day, if you're finding those resources and you're doing what you need to do without your parents helping you, then you're adulting. Because
some parents don't pay attention.
Some don't, but then there's like working in the optical world. There's parents still paying for their children who aren't children, their glasses at 27, like because they're still technically on their parents' insurance till they're like 26.
How can you be on a parent's insurance
if
at
you're
27?
if you're still in school, you can be on your parents' insurance till the age of 26.
I fucked up.
No, we just couldn't choose our parents. We didn't fuck up.
Oh, okay. They fucked up. We're letting you guys know this now had nothing to do with us.
My mother didn't have
I'm paying
private
child support
insurance.
because I had a kid underage. Yeah.
How?
Because I had Naya
Uh-huh.
before I was 16,
Mm-hmm.
and they got state assistance and they got insurance for her.
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they sucked me.
Damn.
But I suck now.
I can't.
Adulting.
Adulting. You got it. You got this.
I don't think we know what tomorrow's necessarily going to bring, but I believe when you realize you're in control of your own happiness and you realize the moves you make today will structure tomorrow, that is about adulting.
Yeah.
So we get there.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, there's people that aren't really adulting until late 30s.
Oh, of course.
There's a lot of men. There's men and
I'm
women.
going to kiss 40 clean in the face. October 21st.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm throwing Miss Parker themed birthday party.
What's Miss Parker?
Miss Parker from Friday.
From
Miss
Friday?
Parker, Miss
Oh
Parker.
my God. So is that like the cougar in the sexy costume type
Definitely.
of thing?
And I'm a silverback MILF because I have 12 great hairs. I counted them.
Oh my God. That's funny.
No, for real. I get it all the time. I stream a lot. So as a streamer, I get all these guys coming to my room. And I refuse to be a member of the Dub Club. I have a daughter that's 20. Before you hit the dirty 30. Anything in their 20s is, for me, a part of the Dub Club.
Okay.
That means you could have been a senior when my daughter was a freshman. I could have carpooled you guys. You're not invited. Nobody's invited.
Okay.
You got to be 30 to hit this rut.
Finally, something exclusive for the 30 and over, because we don't get shit out here. Like,
Oh, get in there, stay in there, turn in there, twist in there.
what are you gonna be twisting though? I don't want to know, because with you it could be anything.
Hey, might be an ankle.
Please no.
Or a hip.
I don't.
It's a hip this
I don't
year.
get sick time in my job. If I twist an ankle, which has happened, I'm coming in,
Push.
cast and all.
Push.
So I'm fucked. That's a lot of hours on my feet.
You got
man.
more security with Corona.
A lot more security with Corona.
They don't care about your bones or your joints.
They don't.
It's
They
part
really
of
don't.
adulting. Walk it off.
Walk it off. Don't get me on that. Like, these kids, mind you, schools were out yesterday for
Why?
a supposed
I just need to
freezing
know
rain.
why.
It was just regular rain. Like,
Oh.
I remember walking in snowstorms to school because I was apparently too close for a bus, but
Oh.
far as hell, the school was from my house.
Aren't
and
you happy you're an adult?
Huh?
Aren't you happy you're an adult?
Sort of. But I'm just saying, like, these kids don't know the struggle. They don't know the struggle. They don't understand it.
Is this struggle a word in the teenage language?
It's
now?
not. They don't get it. We had to fucking just do whatever we had to do. There was no ifs, ands about it. There was no logging in online if you missed a day. Like, you were just fucked.
My daughter signs everything.
What do you mean?
Everything. If you get there and I can't get there and I'm working and I can't answer my phone, me as a banquet bartender, I cannot always be there. I don't know what's going on. I might be pushing a fucking hot cart up a fucking hill and I have to work because I have to provide. So, you know, handle this. I don't want these people here. But I'm not one of those parents that says don't talk about what goes in my house, because parents sometimes need to talk about what goes in their house. Mm-hmm. Kids need to have a voice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we get to places that we don't expect to be. Mm-hmm. And we have to put enough in our kids to feel like they can do this. So
right.
Those are the things.
I mean, essentially, you're helping them become adults.
Yeah.
Because...
But when are we putting too much on them? When are we making our kids adults?
There's a fine line. There definitely is a gray area there.
Yeah.
So it's like, how much do you share with your children for them to understand so that when they become adults, they're well functioning, they're better problem solvers without giving them too much that takes away from their...
We got these kids out here slicking a can of oil. That's what you're telling me? You can't slick a can of oil. That's what R&B used to say all the time. And there's no reason to slick anything. We have to be exactly where we need to be, exactly when we're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. You know, but it's the same way. I really believe it is. As a child, as a mother, I had a fine line because I had a baby at a young age.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to grow up and show up a lot sooner than it was. My dad wanted me to completely go to school. I had a baby at an early age.
Yeah.
I signed up for these classes, and the classes I was in would not allow the help to change the diaper. So we had to leave out of class to go down there. So what the fuck am I in school for?
Right. Oh, they have all kinds of programs now, but
they didn't
have that when we were younger, though. I had to leave high school because I had a child, you know, at 17, and they literally kicked me out for being pregnant. They were like, yeah, they kicked me out.
So you're not an adult.
They're like,
they gave you an adulting pass. Fuck the hall pass.
No, but they were just like, you know, we can't have. The other parents are going to be upset. We can't have, because I went to pretty much.
You should have said, well, I'm a parent. I'm adulting. What the fuck is going on here?
A predominantly white school, and they're just like, we can't have this in our school.
I had 8 black kids in my school.
I
Black History Month, I can scream that.
I haven't literally counted, but I'm sure in 2 hands I can count how many minorities were in my school.
Preach.
But they also had a school in the back for the bad kids, but it was a separate school. It was a separate program that had nothing to do with the school that I was in. So if I went to
Carpe diem.
Mind you, that was in West Hartford. If I went to Hartford schools, Buckley had a daycare. And I couldn't believe to find out that at that time of, like, what was that, like mid-90s? Later 90s.
So does being a product of your environment make you adulting?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're, again, sheltered from certain things in certain demographics. If I was in Hartford, I probably would have had my shit together a whole lot sooner because they had the help to help the inner city kids versus in the suburbs.
They had the funds and the grants.
I don't know about they probably did.
Listen, they get a write-off on everything. Let's not act like they don't get money for this.
Yeah,
they get money for
do.
this.
But at the same,
they do.
Yeah,
all you have to do is find the way to get paid
like,
on some shit that other people aren't paying themselves on. Because the rule in getting yourself together as an adult is paying yourself first. Watching what's going there, cutting off the stuff that does not matter, and making the decision like, should I buy pizza or should I buy trash bags?
Yeah. And sometimes it comes to that. And sometimes it does. Like,
no, listen.
Especially
my last big buy was at BJ's. I saw this shit on Facebook. It had a bag of bags. It sat inside of the drawer. I had freezer bags, I had snack bags, I had everything. As